Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
We have my very dear brother Hassan Hakim from Zion here, who is here to share some great news with us.
Wonderful news. I'm so honored.
What is that news?
Well, the news is that we're always looking for ways to educate our children and provide for the resources that they need to obtain education in the United States. So,
You mean secular education?
Yes, and this is why...
Their college, their high school, their master's, that's what you're talking about.
See, when you're talking education, we're talking about the whole 9 yards here, because people are looking for education in regular schools and universities and our vocational schools.
So I hear there are some scholarships coming for our African-American brothers and sisters?
This is a wonderful announcement that we bring to you today, that there are some scholarships available. And we're pleased to announce that these scholarships are named after some of our most esteemed members in the African-American community.
What are those names?
Brother Munir Ahmed would be one who served so gallantly in this Jamaat.
So Munir Ahmed Scholarship.
That's right. And the second scholarship, of course, the Muzaffar Scholarship.
Muzaffar Scholarship.
We love him so much that now we've named the scholarship after him. It's a real honor.
So there's an African-American boy or girl in America who needs some funds to complete their education.
Exactly.
These scholarships will go towards
we
that.
hear all the time, people prevail upon us. They say, what has the Jamaat done for the African-American community? Well, the Jamaat has done a lot in the past. But these two scholarships in particular stand out because the only ones who can apply for these scholarships are African-Americans.
Very interesting. How much money can they get in a year?
You know, this is really interesting to me because you see, if I give you $500, it's impressive. But these two, $3,000.
$3,000 every year towards their education.
Towards their education. That's just very impressive.
Wow. Does it go only towards education, or if I want to get a vocational training, if I want to become a heating, plumbing
I tell you something. Everybody can't be a great scholar. And we do need people in the vocation. I myself, I was educated as a printer through vocational printing.
Very interesting. So this money can go towards both?
Absolutely.
So either one of them, I can take a course and basically increase my chances of jobs.
Absolutely.
Is it just for African-American boys or girls?
You know, it's for boys and girls. We're not going to discriminate against our sisters.
Particularly in Islam.
Yes.
That's
so
wonderful.
we're looking forward for our young African-American brothers and sisters to apply for this scholarship.
Can Pakistani brothers or sisters apply for this scholarship?
You know, some people would say that, well, it's open to everybody, but it isn't. This is unique for the African-American community, as it should be.
And Jamaat has a larger need-based scholarship anyway, for the needs of everyone as well. Okay, excellent. Is this confidential, or is my information going to be everywhere next day?
You know, I'll tell you something. As we move through this road, everyone says transparency, but it has to be some confidentiality, and this involves confidentiality.
So this will be confidential?
Absolutely.
Will it be, my information will be limited to just 2 or 3 people?
Well, we know it will be limited to the people who are involved in this process, and certainly you won't find it on a YouTube or something like that.
Okay, nothing like that. Yeah. Who are those 2 or 3 people who will be managing this scholarship, who will be, making the final recommendations?
Right now, what we're looking for to manage this, and I don't know if I should give the names at this time, but I would say this, that they're going to be young people. They're not going to be old people like me who's got one foot in the grave and the other one somewhere else. But I think it has to be young people, and I know a couple names. One would be Hafiz Nuruddin, who is in St. Louis, and then there's Mohammed Dyer.
Yeah, right. Mohib Dyer in Milwaukee.
Mohib Dyer, who we always call the poet in Milwaukee.
That's right, and perhaps Junaid Latif.
And, I would hope that Junaid Latif, who's from the Zion Jamaat, would be there. He would be a great asset to this.
Excellent. So this is very good. What is the maximum number? What are my chances as an African-American student if I'm applying?
A lot of times when students apply, they say, I'm not going to apply for
That's right, because I'm not going to get it. 20,000 people will apply for it.
It's the wrong attitude. This is open. That's what's so good about this. We got 10,000 applications, so be it. But hopefully we'll keep it around something that we can manage, but it's open.
So there's no maximum as long as they meet requirements?
As long as you meet that criteria, you can apply for these awards.
So these are two names, Munir Hamid Award and Muzaffar Zafar Award, but that does not mean only two people will get it.
Not at all.
So 4 or 5 people can get Munir Hamid Award, 4 or 5 people, or whatever that number is.
Let's be perfectly clear on that it is open, and we would urge all of you to, as Jesse Jackson would say, keep hope alive.
There you go, keep hope alive, and as long as it meets criteria. And what are those criteria?
The criteria is simply based on need.
Okay.
We have to look at that first. And then secondly, it has to be commitment. Now, commitment was always a difficult a word for me to spell, but I've come to understand commitment as far as the individual commitment. And you have to have a passion for this. But you also have to have a passion for serving the Jamaat. There can't be any disconnect here. You want to be active in the Jamaat. You want to be a part. So we'll look at that as commitment.
That's excellent. Jazakallah for your time. I think more information about this scholarship, the need-based scholarship, application process, deadlines, all of that will be available on Ahmadiyya.us.
And what's very important, when you go to Ahmadiyya.us and you submit that criteria, that you understand the nature of prayer, that you pray on this before you submit it.
That's wonderful, because it's not just the money that's going to help you once you get into education. You're going to need those prayers. And may Allah Ta'ala be with you. Jazakallah for your time, Brother Hassan. I really appreciate it.
The Talim Department for coming up with these wonderful awards for the African American community.
Thank you. Thank you.